Hey there, how are you all tonight? This is Don Schmidt, the Book Kahuna. I just wanted to start off this video with a little marketing tool. I just wanted to say, you know what? Why don't you subscribe to my channel? Subscribe. If you see any information that you get out of the video, like it, share it. Just be part of the community. I'm really looking to grow this channel, and you could be part of it. So together, let's go through some great book publishing information and see where we end up. Okay? So again, subscribe, like it, share it if you want, leave a comment. This is Don Schmidt, the Book Kahuna. And now for some great publishing information for you. Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Don Schmidt, your friendly neighborhood Book Kahuna, coming at you with another great publishing tip for today. Now, today I want to have a chat about a tool a lot of authors aren't using enough: podcasts. Now, over the years, and I'm talking decades here, I've seen authors jump on every new promotional trend, from press releases to social media blasts to TikTok dances. Yeah, I've seen it all, but podcasts have stuck around, and for good reason. They offer something incredibly unique, a chance to connect. Podcasts let readers hear you. They hear your voice, your passion, your insights. And when people hear you, they start to feel like they know you. That's a powerful connection, one that can move them to check out your book, follow your journey, and maybe even become long-term fans. So let's break it down, all right? Let's get right into this. Step number one. This one is know your audience. This might sound obvious, but it's amazing how many authors skip this. You have to know who you are trying to reach. If you've written a thriller novel, going on a health and wellness podcast probably isn't your best bet. But a podcast focused on crime stories, suspense writing, or even interviews with thriller authors, that's gold. If you're a nonfiction author writing about leadership, entrepreneurship, or health, then you want to find podcasts where those topics are central. Niche is your friend here. And don't just look for the biggest shows. Sure, we'd all love to be on top-ranking podcasts, but niche shows often have smaller but more engaged audiences. These listeners trust the host, and when you show up and deliver a great conversation, they're much more likely to follow through and check out your work. So make a list. I recommend starting with at least 10 to 15 podcasts. Look on platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podchaser, and importantly, listen to a few episodes before reaching out. You want to understand the show's style, tone, and what kinds of guests they feature. Step number two, craft a meaningful pitch. I can't stress this enough. Your pitch should not be, "Hi, I'm an author. Can I come on your podcast?" That's a sure way to end up ignored. Instead, frame it around what value you can bring to their audience, what insights, stories, or unique experiences you can share. Maybe you can talk about the behind-the-scenes research for your novel, lessons learned from your nonfiction journey, a personal story that inspired your book, trends or challenges in your subject area. Give the host a clear reason to say yes, because you're offering something interesting and relevant. And be sure to personalize your pitch. Mention a recent episode you enjoyed. Explain why you think their audience would resonate with your message. Now, step three, prepare like a pro. Once you land the interview, your real work begins. Here's what I suggest. Know the host's style. Are they formal, laid back, humorous? Prepare talking points, Not a script, but key stories, examples, or messages you want to hit. Anticipate common questions. Why did you write this book? What's the core takeaway? What was the hardest part? And remember, stories are what people remember. Don't just rattle off facts. Share moments, emotions, challenges, and breakthroughs. Bring listeners into your world. Step 4. Get your tech in order. This is big. I've been working on this one. You don't need a professional studio, but a few simple things make a huge difference. Use a decent external microphone, not your laptop's built-in mic. Wear headphones to avoid feedback. Choose a quiet, echo-free space. Test your internet connection. These little steps show respect for the host and make the final product much more enjoyable for the listeners. Step 5. Be a generous guest. This is big. Don't treat the interview as an infomercial. Yes, you want to mention your book, but the focus should be on giving value. Share useful insights, tell entertaining stories, offer advice or lessons learned. When you give listeners something they can take away, something they enjoy or learn from, they naturally become curious about you and your work. That's how trust is built. Step 6. Promote, promote, promote. When the episode goes live, it's your job to amplify it. Share it on your social media channels, include it in your email newsletter, post it on your website, tag the host, thank them publicly, and keep the momentum going. A lot of authors make the mistake of thinking the podcast episode is a one-time event, but really, it's a piece of content you can use again and again. You can reference it in blog posts, link it into future interviews, or even pull quotes from it for social media. Step 7. Build relationships, not just one-off appearances. Think long-term here. Podcasts aren't just about landing one interview. They're about building relationships with hosts and audiences. Stay in touch with the hosts you click with, share their episodes, recommend them to others, or even invite them into your own projects if you have opportunities. Over time, this network grows, and you start to become known as an author who shows up, delivers value, and has something meaningful to say. That reputation can open doors you never expected. Here's a bonus tip. Wow, you even get a bonus tip. Isn't that great? Yeah, come on. Come on. Repackage your podcast appearances. This is huge. Here's something advanced but powerful. Gather your podcast appearances into a media section on your website. Create a dedicated page. Listen to me on these podcasts. This becomes social proof. It shows potential readers, media, and event organizers that you're active, engaging, and worth listening to. You can also clip short highlights from your interviews and post them as standalone content on platforms like Instagram or LinkedIn. Repurposing this extends the life and reach of every podcast you appear on. Final thoughts. Look, at the end of the day, podcasts are about connection. They're not about selling. They're about sharing. They're about giving people a chance to hear the heart behind your work, the passion driving your stories, the expertise you built over time. If you approach the podcast with that mindset, a mindset of generosity, curiosity, and service, they can become one of the most rewarding and effective tools in your author toolkit. So, get out there, make your list, craft your pitch, show up prepared, and most importantly, enjoy the conversations. It's all about people. People having a conversation. Because when you enjoy them, your audience will too. All right? That's it for today. Thanks for spending this time with me, and I'll see you next time when we dig into even more ways to help you thrive as an author. This is Don Schmidt, your friendly neighborhood Book Kahuna, saying take care for now, and you have a good night. Bye-bye.